The legal battle over the National Guard deployment here in the district has taken a new twist tonight.
In a unanimous ruling today, a D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals panel ruled the troops can remain in the city.
The National Guard's been deployed here for months, as you know. They first arrived back in August during President Trump's so-called crime emergency.
And then last month, the judge ordered the Trump administration to remove the Guard, but today's decision reverses that. News 4's Paul Wagner joins us now live to explain what all of this means and what could come next. Paul?
Hi, Jim and well, the mayor has said many times she wants the National Guard out of the city. In fact, they're walking by me right now as we speak. They've been walking around Capital One Arena all day long today. So you may recall that back in September, the mayor and the attorney general filed a lawsuit, and they said in that lawsuit that President Trump had overstepped his legal authority. And then a federal judge agreed with the city. But now this three-judge panel saying, well, wait a minute, looks like President Trump might be on solid ground here. So the National Guard will stay in the city pending further litigation. The D.C. National Guard, as well as soldiers from several other states, have been patrolling the streets since last August. They are armed and deputized as U.S. Marshals. But the mayor and the attorney general have said it's unnecessary and unwanted. In its ruling today, a three-judge panel from the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals said the district's sovereignty is a creature of congressional legislation. Congress has retained the ultimate legislative authority over the nation's capital, and Congress withheld from the district's home rule authority control over deployments of the D.C. Guard within the district. Because we have found at this preliminary posture that the district is not likely to succeed on the merits of the legal issues underlying the district court's preliminary belief, its asserted sovereign injury has not been established at this stage. A very different take than District Court Judge Gia Cobb's ruling in November. Today, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said she had not yet read the ruling, but the deputy mayor had.
We comply with court orders, and what we saw is that the Court of Appeals has granted a stay of the lower court order that found that the National Guard deployment was illegal. So we'll continue to do what we do, work with the Attorney General and the Solicitor General to determine what next steps are.
Mayor Bowser says the Attorney General thinks the district's position remains on solid ground.
What I've said all along is it's a legal question that's going through the courts. And Attorney General Schwab believes strongly in our case. I haven't talked to him since this most recent action, so I want to talk to him and see what he thinks is appropriate for next steps with the case.
Of the three judges involved in the ruling, two of them were appointed by President Trump, and the third was appointed by President Obama. One of the main criticisms of the Guard deployment is that they are not trained in law enforcement, and residents have mainly noticed them walking in groups on the mall and around metro stations. In November, two soldiers from the West Virginia National Guard were shot in a targeted attack outside the Farragut West metro station. One soldier was killed, the other, Andrew Wolf, is recovering. So now it's up to the Court of Appeals to take on this new battle here with this case. And so we don't know exactly when they're going to rule. More than likely it's going to be next year. Jim and I.
All right. Paul Wagner. Paul, thanks so much.